महालक्ष्मी नमोस्तुते पद्मासनस्थिते देवी परब्रह्मस्वरूपिणी परमेशी जगन्माता महालक्ष्मी नमोस्तुते श्वेताम्बरधरे देवी नानालङ्कारभूषिते जगस्थिते जगन्माता महालक्ष्मी नमोस्तुते महालक्ष्माष्टकस्तोत्रं यः भक्तिमान्यरः सर्वसिद्धिमवाप्नोति राज्यं प्राप्नोति सर्वदा एककाले पठे नित्यं महापापविनाशनं द्विकालं यः पठे नित्यं धनधान्यसमन्वितः त्रिकालं यः पठे नित्यं महाशत्रुविनाशनं महालक्ष्मीर्भवे नित्यं प्रसन्नवरदा शुभौ। जय श्रीमाता. Let us for half an hour let us have interface session so that if you have any doubts or questions regarding the divine or the spirituality, you can ask me. That is what he was asking for. Totally, spirituality has been defined by various people according to their visions. But what I am following, I am mainly following Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, Swami Vivekananda and Sri Mata Sharda. According to Swami Vivekananda, what is spirituality? According to him, spirituality means overall development of an individual. He defines the overall development of an individual is called the spirituality. It has nothing to do with any rituals you are doing. Rituals are completely different from the spirituality. Spirituality means there should be an overall development. If you are a teacher, you should be a role model teacher. If you are in ITBT, your role should be model to each other. If you are a housewife, then also your role should be model to others. That is how the life has to be taken, and that is how we have to build up our life. There should be overall development of the individual. That is what is required. Then how it happens, what we have to do for that is a basic question. The question is, we are having for anything and everything, whether it is materialistic or it is spiritual, we are having only one instrument. What is that instrument? It is the mind. We are having only one instrument, the mind. Using that mind, how we build up ourselves, that is the major aspect of the spirituality. Science has clearly clarified, actually we are using only 1% of the brain. If you can make it at least by 7%, you can do wonders on this earth. That is what the science also says. It's the mind that is responsible for each and everything in our life. We are closely associated and merged with the mind in such a way that if my mind is happy, I am happy. If mind is sorrowful, I am sorrow. If my mind agitating, I am getting anger. The reality, this is how the spirituality differs. Actually, my mind is only an instrument for me, and it itself is not me. It's just an instrument. Like all other gadgets, mind is also an instrument. But we have merged with the mind in such a way that whatever happens to my mind, it is shown and reflecting me itself. That is what Ramana Maharshi starts discussing these things in the pure spiritual field. Just I will touch a few points on this because I cannot go on elaborating on this. Then what is mind? He comes to one by one, we have to go on defining so that we will reach the point what we have to do. What is mind? Mind is nothing but the bundle of thoughts. What is mind? I am not a psychology person, but these are the basic steps of the spirituality also, because we are having the only one instrument called the mind. That is how best we can use for the materialistic life and also for the spiritual life. Actually, they are not two different. We are having no two different life at all. We are having only one life. We ourselves has bifurcated as the spiritual life and the materialistic life. We are having only one life. Then let us come to that conclusion later. Then what is mind? Mind is nothing but the bundle of thoughts. What are thoughts? Thoughts are nothing but the response to the memories. Many of us do not know this at all. Thoughts are nothing but they are the response to our memories. I am speaking something about the mind. Now we'll stop for a minute. My moment. Just I will go spell. You are all hearing. You are in the same place. But are you going to get the same thought for this 1 minute? No. The thought of the different people will be different. Some may be at what time Appaji concludes, at what time we may go back. Today is Sunday. We could have gone to some other place. Okay. Anyhow, we have come. Let us see. No. It is very precious. We have got an opportunity. So many thoughts comes to various person. Though we are in the same place, though we are hearing the same thing, though we are wearing in the same situation, when it is stopped for a while, the thoughts will be different. Why? Because thoughts are nothing but the response to our memories. This is the basic thing. Everything is within us. That is there. Memory is already, while coming and taking birth itself, memory card has already been inserted by the God. You need not purchase a new memory card data. It's already. And whatever the responses comes to these memories, they comes out as the thoughts. That is why, long back, about 20 years back, whatever it may come now. The major aspect why I choose this subject for this day means, we always use the word the stress, strain, etc. Stress, especially stressful life, stress. Then what do you mean by stress? Actually, many thoughts comes to us. That is mind. Many thoughts comes to us. They do not follow the order. They do not come one by one. It is not a queue. Many thoughts comes to us simultaneously. When so many thoughts comes to us simultaneously, then it is called a stress. Hundreds of thoughts. Suppose 12 o'clock, Appaji is coming. That is the one thought. But what happens? Oh, whether that is ready, whether Preveen has gone there, whether they are in the... So many thoughts within a moment, so many thoughts comes. Then what to do, how to do, all these things. This is the major cause for the stress. That means, in a moment, actually, it attacks. I should use the word attack. Many thoughts attack us. That is called as the stress. Then, how to get rid of this stress? This is where Ramana Maharshi has given us. One thing we should always remember, we should not suppress the thought. There may be many thoughts comes to us, but we should not suppress the thought. What happens if you suppress a thought? It will go to your subconscious. It is more dangerous. That is why suppressing a thought, even whether it is a good or bad, you should not suppress the thought. Then what we have to do? Then Ramana Maharshi says, do not follow the thought. That is the only way. Do not follow the thought. Just for a minute. Let me see how it happens, how we are following the thoughts. I remember my son is in Russia. That's all. That's the first thought that has come to my mind. And somebody asked, where is your son? I said, my son is in Russia. Okay, that's all. Then that's it. But how it follows? No, it starts. How? Russia, what it said in G20, they have taken a decision that Ukraine and Russia war should be ended. All these things will go on, coming. Who is the president? And what is the relationship between India and the Russia? How it began? It began with a small thought that my son is in Russia. That's all. That is how it goes. Why it go on growing? After half an hour, it can come. Oh, what I have thought. 20 minutes I thought about Russia. Then what we have to do? Ramana Maharshi say, don't suppress the thought. Don't follow the thought. Don't follow the thought. If you follow thoughts, again you should remember, are parasites. They cannot live independently. They should have a base. Without a base, it cannot sustain or survive. So if you go on giving an attention to that, it goes on growing. Don't follow the thought means you just stop. It will stop. This is the way in which we have to streamline our thoughts. We should streamline our thoughts. Many thoughts used to come. We have to streamline our thoughts. This is a great art. This is a great art. The ultimate aim of each of everyone is to be blissful, happy. But these thoughts are not allowing me to be happy. I may be having everything around me. A good house, good job, good wife, good children, good staff in my office. Everything is good. But still, whether you are happy, something. I know. I am having everything, but I don't know. I cannot understand what is happening to me. Something I am not happy. This is the situation for most of the people. Then what is hindering them to be with that bliss, to be happy and smiling? Is that we are following the thoughts, and those thoughts are making us to be unhappy. Those thoughts are making it to be sorrowful. That is why if you could able to streamline your thoughts, you are streamlining the whole life. Your life complete till the end. It will be very, very nice and very comfortable. Whatever may be the outside world, it will become only when we learn how to streamline the thoughts. You might have thought that Appaji must give some mantras or something and some God divine. No. But that is why I told you in the beginning itself, the overall development of an individual is the spirituality. That is the basic thing that we are following. How to be overall development, how we can take, what are our hindrances for all these things, and how to come out of it. If you can do all these things, then you will be blissful. That is to be blissful, to be peaceful is the spirituality. What's the ultimate aim of the spirituality? You should be happy. You should be blissful. You should be peaceful. If you are peaceful and having a bliss, very nice. That's spirituality. That is the ultimate aim of the spirituality, is that you should be happy and you should be blissful. To be blissful, you should be peaceful. Without peace, we will not get the bliss. First and the foremost is you should be peaceful. But these thoughts are not allowing me to be peaceful. I'm having everything outside, but they are not allowing me to be peaceful. That is why I'm straying a lot. I'm worried a lot. Worried a lot. I expected, yeah, as usual, my son should have come home from his school by 3:30. Now it is 4 o'clock. He had not yet come. Then what comes? Then many thoughts comes. What type of thoughts? Oh, what happened to him? Whether he has met with an accident, the first thought like that only. It always comes from the negative. Whether somebody has kidnapped him, whether he has lost the track to come home, whether he is in the bad company of bad friends. So many thoughts. Actually, there is nothing of that sort. He had gone to his friend's house just for an exchange of books, and he is coming the way. But we have many thoughts comes and make us so. So then what's the remedy for this? Actually, here we have to be very careful, and this is the reality. We are not the thoughts, but we are associated and merged with the thoughts in such a way that whatever the thought comes to me is myself. That's what I have told in the beginning. If mind is sorrowful, I am sorrowful. If my mind is happy, I am happy. If my mind is agitating, I am having anger. Need not be. Why? Because we are not treating the mind as an instrument, but we are treating the mind itself as me, and we are merged with, and we feel like that. Then what's we have to do? The thing is, Ramana Maharshi says again, he says again, then the basic thing is that we should know we are not the mind. We are not the mind, and mind is only an instrument. I can give a discourse on this for another 1 hour, but don't fear that I will not. I will conclude. I may give. But are you able to come out of it? No. Then what's the practical way of doing this thing? Let us go to the practical aspects of this. The practical way is every day you should be able to sit for 10 minutes simply. Don't do anything. Put off the TV, put off the mobiles, don't do japas, don't do meditation, don't do anything. Simply sit for 10 minutes. Yes? This is the first step. This is what Ramana Maharshi. Yes. This is the first message given by the Ramana Maharshi to the whole world. It is in Tamil, Chumma Iro. Be silent. Don't do anything. Chumma Iro. First step, you sit for 10 minutes. Don't do anything. Don't remember God or anything. Don't remember anything. Just you sit simply. You have to practice. We have all practiced all these things for many years. My Guru has made us to practice all these things. These are the basic things. This is nursery, what I am telling, to reach that highest goal of that, elevating the conscious to the highest level of super conscious level. That's a highest level, but we have to start from here only. You say, don't do anything, simply sit for 10 minutes. Simply sit for 10 minutes. But it's very difficult to sit simply. Man can do many things, but to keep silent and be silent and keep yourself silent for a moment, it is very difficult. But invariably we have to practice this. Then the next step, what we have to do? Then go on observing the thoughts. Whether you may be silent, you may not be doing anything, but your mind will not be silent. It will be silent only on 3 occasions. One, when it is unconscious, or when we are in deep sleep, or when we die, then only the mind will not work. On all other times, it always works, 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 works. That is why it is very, very important for us to keep silent. We should keep on we should keep silent for 10 minutes at least a day. 10 minutes a day. Then the next step, you try to do this at least for some days. You will see, you will enjoy this, and you observe the thoughts. Thoughts will go on coming. Even if you keep silent, thoughts will. You just go on observing the thought as an observer. You should be able to observe as become an observer to the thought, and you should go on observing the thoughts. This is also very difficult, and it is most practical. You may be witnessing a movie, or you are witnessing looking to a serial, TV serial. Like that, you just witness your thoughts. You be a witness to your thoughts. If you could able to do this, practice it, 50% of your work is over in spirituality. Just be an observer, and thoughts will go on coming. And some devotees come to Ramana Maharshi and said, Maharaj, we are happy that we are getting only the good thoughts, they said. Then what Ramana Maharshi has answered them? Ramana Maharshi said, all thoughts are bad. You cannot bifurcate the thought as good or bad. Totally, all thoughts are bad. There cannot be a good or bad. Because, why he said like this? Because you should be able to streamline the thought. You don't bifurcate yourself as a good thought or a bad thought. When you are looking to a movie or witnessing a movie, you will find that good scenes may come and the bad scenes may come, fighting scene may come, all those. But you are not worried about such thing. You are enjoying. Even if you are finding fighting in the movie, you will be enjoying. Oh, how nicely he fighted. Very nicely he fighted. Oh, what a wonderful fighting it is. Because you are only a witness. Similarly, we should be able to cultivate and evaluate ourselves to prove that ourself is a witness to the thoughts. When we become the witness to the thought, 50% of our work is over. Then what happens? The next step is streamlining the thoughts. It means when you are able to be an observer of your thought, it will seek your permission to enter you again. They will not attack you. Then happens the next. It is a difficult task, but we can practice it well. If you go on doing that, only the thoughts which is required for you that comes to you and for action, and it will go away. That will be coming, no doubt. It will be. Now you will be selecting the thought, and thoughts cannot select you. So far, thought is selecting you, but when you reach such a stage of streamlining the thoughts, then you are selecting the thoughts. What is required for this moment? This moment I am speaking something. Some thoughts are required for me. I am allowing only such thoughts. I am doing some work. I am allowing only the thoughts of that. Then you cannot have any stress at all. Then you can have any stress at all. When you can uplift your mind to this extent, again, you will go to the next step and the highest step. You should remember that mind can do many activities at a single time, at a single moment. That is, if you could able to elevate to such an extent, that is there in Indian spiritual heritage, it is called as Shatavadana, Astavadana. You might have heard Astavadana, Shatavadana. Astavadana means 8 thoughts, streamlining 8 thoughts simultaneously. Shatavadana means 100 thoughts simultaneously. You can do 100 works sitting here. You are actually doing every activity through the thought. You can do 100 activities. That is the elevation up to 100 thoughts can come to move, and through 100 thoughts you can do many activities. Why I am telling all these things? To conclude, everyone wants to live peacefully and blissful. Everyone is working to reach that bliss by knowing or unknowingly. That is the goal. Whether they are aware, whether they are not aware, the ultimate one is to reach that bliss. That is called as Ananda in Sanskrit. To reach that Ananda. Just before concluding, I give the some differences and conclude. Everyone, from a small kid, infant, till it grows to an old man, it works and works and works to reach that bliss, that is Ananda. But whether it is getting that? No. Why? Why it is not getting that? Because there are three things which have been merged as, again we have merged three things together. One is comfort, second one is joy and happiness, the third one is bliss. Comfort, joy and happiness, and the bliss. These are the three different things. Comfort, joy and happiness, and also bliss. But we have thought all these are one. All these are one when we are striving hard to get the bliss by comfort. Comfort means for this physical body, what is required, it is called as a comfort. If I am having a good house, it's very nice. It is too hot today. If Sheila can give me some juice, it is very nice. If a good food is served to me, I am ready. All these things are comfort. Comforts refers to this physical body. Whatever we do to this physical body, whatever we do for the sake of this physical body, it is called as the comfort. By increasing the comforts, do not think, I don't say that you don't increase the comfort, you be comfortable. But do not think by getting a comfort, you will not get a bliss. You may become the Prime Minister of Ireland with all facility. Do you feel that you will be blissful? Never. Never. Because comfort is necessary. I do not say that you don't have comforts, anything. Don't worry about it. You work hard for the comforts also. But again, remember, comfort will not give you the bliss. The ultimate aim of each and every to be have that ananda, that bliss. But just because by getting a comfort, you will not be blissful. 99% of we people every day, we work hard in such a way that I will be comfortable, more and more comfortable, because we feel that by comforting by more comfort will be more blissful. No, that is not the concept at all. You be comfortable, but don't be under an apprehension that comforts give you the bliss. It has nothing to do with that. You be comfortable, but just by increasing your comfort, you will not get the bliss. Second one is, especially in European countries, joy. What is that joy? That refers to joy refers to, you might have seen, there are waves in the mind. There are the thought waves in the mind. What do you mean by joy? These are scientific analysis. It's not my own. It is all scientific analysis relating to the spirituality to reach that higher goal. There are waves. It goes up and go down, goes up and go down, goes up. If the more wave is there, more up and more down, it is called as joy. That is done in the mind. Physical body, comfort, and whatever we do in the subtle state, it is done in the mind. It is called the joy. Joy comes out by, if you increase. That is why if you go to the pub and have a song, the variations will be there. The waves of the mind waves. Wave goes up, go down, goes up, go down, go down, go down, go. That is why everyone. If they ask them to sit, it's very difficult because they will not be getting joy. I don't feel that you don't enjoy. You have enjoy, but don't feel that you will get a bliss by a joy. Because joy is always followed by the sorrow. If you try to make your child laugh, it laugh, it loudly laugh for a long time, and ultimately without reason it starts crying. That is joy. And happiness, if the wave is coming to the normal situation, it is called as the happiness. It is also not bliss. That the final is, it is from chitta. It is called as chitta, the portion. I cannot go on explaining that. That is the bliss. And that bliss or the ananda, you cannot get it from outside. This we have forgotten. We are trying to do everything outside to get the bliss, but you will not get anything with any support. It is there within each and every one. You need not put hard efforts to get it, but you should able to discover it within yourself. It is already there in every one of us, the bliss. But we have covered it at all. We have not opened it at all. That's when you get the peace. That is why if you sit silently for 10 minutes, able to sit simultaneously and go on observing your thoughts, etc., you will feel that mind becomes peaceful, and then you will get the bliss. The ultimate aim of each and every one is to have that bliss. When you are able to have the peace in your mind, you can do wonder of work on the outside also. All the scientists, all the great persons, including your Swaminathan, I think he is correct. My name is, I am uttering his name correct, who is able to send Chandrayaan to the South Pole, to the South Pole of the moon, just recently from India. That's a great thing. They are all doing all this thing. Just because you just go through him, he has given some statements, and he has given some journalists and TV people has asked him, oh, why you have visited the temple? Because that is there in India. If you feel that you are rational and you feel that you are scientific, you shall have nothing to do with the God, etc., etc., etc. Then he has given a wonderful statement that, yes, I am exploring the way to reach the moon, and also I am exploring to reach myself inside. Both should take place. Explore outside, nothing to worry. But just by that, you will not get anything. You have to explore yourself also to go in. And this is what the spirituality is required. Now I stop here. If you want anything to ask me, let us have an interface session, because there are only limited persons. If you have any doubts on these things, not only these things about the spirituality or divine or rituals, you may ask. Now the session is open for discussion, including Yashpal. You want to ask?
No, live.
Let it continue, don't worry.
Okay. In Kannada, they'll get questions.
Appaji, do you ever get sad? You have a lot of confusion.
Be audible, please.
I want to ask, do you ever get confused with any thought you have and you don't know what to do and you're stuck there for a long time? How can you go to one side of it, either this or that? How do you decide?
It's a very beautiful question. I can speak on these subjects. Whatever so far you heard, it is good. But when we come to the practicality, now I'm at stage to take a decision. Am I right? You are telling the same thing. Whether what to take, how to take a decision. Both are, it is good. Both are bad. I'm in a dilemma. To which one I have to select? Then what I have to do for this? Exactly. If you put a graph for both the sides, one argument is there to do these things, another argument is there, don't do these things. If you put a graph, both are rising, both are having the substantiation, to do or not to do. Then how this is called as a dilemma. And how to solve this dilemma? That situation is called as a dilemma. How you can solve that? It is very, very easy. It is very, very easy. How means you be silent. That is what Ramana Maharshi has said. Just you go on thinking, that is called as overthinking. If you go on have a thoughts on each and everything, both positive, negative, position, etc., comes. You try to be cool. You try to be cool, and the decision will come to you. Decision will come to you. From where? Actually, many of us fail because we are taking the decisions. But you allow yourself to take a decision. If you are really elevated, because many things comes to me also. Even now it comes to also. Even coming to Ireland and Dublin, there were so many things. Whether I should come here now itself, or can I postpone it to the end of September and come in the first week of October? And many of our people had not got the visa. So many things. Yet it happens to each and everyone. But don't take any decision by yourself. But just carefully here, everyone has an intuition within. Has an intuitions. That is the replay. Because I have already told you in the morning itself, in the beginning itself, thoughts are nothing but the responses to the memories. So everything is there within you also. And decision will be taken within you also. You need not, you are feeling that you are the mind and you want to take a decision. You are not the mind. You be cool and calm. Don't worry about it. Then an intuition comes to you, what to do and what to do. That one who follows the intuition, that will be nice. To have an intuition, you should calm down. When you are peaceful, then only every one of us have that intuition every moment. But our world outside is so noisy that we cannot hear what is that coming within. That is why I have told you all these steps. What happens when you reach that step of peaceful? Even for the great persons, great spiritual persons, many as everyone gets, there will be there, because the world is like that. What to do and what not to do. Is it right or is it wrong? Should I do it now or should I do it later? Whether it is helpful to me or whether it is creating a discomfort in me. So many things comes to us. But if you try to, yesterday also I was telling Namrata, don't think, my child, I don't take any decisions at all. They are confused because I am not taking any decision. It comes only from within. If I had come to this, has not that she has invited, only the intuition should come to me. Oh, okay, then only I will. Otherwise, maybe he is Prime Minister. I am not worried. And that is how. That is why when you are able to cool and calm your mind, the things will come to you. That is called the intuition. The intuition definitely will be right. It will definitely take you to the right. But the thing is, we do not allow it at all. We are so much of anxiety in our mind. We do not allow our intuition to speak. It speaks. Whether you allow or do not, it speaks, but you are not able to hear it at all. That is the difference between me and you, also. I could able to catch my intuitions, but you could not able to hear your intuitions. It is common to everyone. That is how. That is why, if you are, I have read in a small book, I think Reader's Digest, Einstein was conducting so many experiments. He had a little cat with him. He was writing something every night also. Day and night he was working. One day it happened, there was a lamp. On those days there was no electricity. That cat had jumped on that lamp, and the lamp fall on these papers, and the whole thing was burnt. Probably he might have taken 2 to 3 years to come to some conclusions, and he was writing all those things. Then what he did? Actually, he has not beaten the dog. He just kept silent. Then he could able to get more than what was written. If you are able to keep yourself peaceful and cool, things will settle automatically. This is the definite truth. And to be like that, we call it as divine. We call it as divine. Anything? Yashpal want to ask me something? In the morning you were telling me that you want to ask me something.
Today, this morning.
And yesterday or tomorrow day, you are just giving some discourses, but we will not able to give a chance to ask our questions.
Ask if you have anything.
I will Appaji. I will.
Then the last, before conclude, within another 2-3 minutes, let us conclude. I think it is already 1 o'clock.
Yes.
Huh? But let us conclude. One thing you should know: conscious. Conscious is there. So far, I am talking about the mind, but to go in the real spiritual field, conscious is there. In human beings, conscious in the middle state. Everyone has the conscious. Then, that is why the human life is so important, that it is during this human form only you can go on uplifting the conscious or make it going down or keep it at the middle. If you keep it at the middle, you are a human being. If you make it to go down, you will become an animal or a terrorist. Do you think how terrorists are? They are not born. They are all humans. But when you join their group, they will have the brainwash and make you to see that all your conscious goes down and goes down and goes down. They train you like that. Then those persons lose everything, love, affection. They do not see whether they are kids or the ladies. They shoot. Why? It was the same person. If you are able to elevate your conscious to the highest level, go on, you will become the God. You may become devil or you may become divine. It is up to the man. That is why human form is very, very great. You might be surprised that not one, not hundreds, not thousands, lakhs of miracles are taking place by Appaji. Lakhs of miracles. I do not call it as a miracle, but if you can able to, you yourself you can able to practice that. If you can elevate your conscious to the highest level, that is called the super conscious. The super conscious itself is divine. Whatever it says, it becomes true. Whatever it says becomes true, because you are not at the middle conscious, you are at the higher. The opposite is devil, another is divine. You can also become divine. Divine is not that only Krishna, Rama, Shiva, Jesus. That does not mean that you yourself is divine. If you could able to elevate your conscious to the highest level, that is the super conscious. When you are able to elevate your conscious to the super level, then whatever you say becomes true. That is called as the blessings. Whatever you wish, that becomes true. That is called as you call it as miracle. Actually, it is not a miracle. It is only when they go to the highest level of that super conscious, and that is the real spirituality. I have spoken about mind. That is for the materialistic world. But you want to be a spiritual, you should concentrate on the conscious. That is why I am following Swami Vivekananda, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, and Srimati Sharada Devi. They know well and they taught us how to elevate the conscious. Many of us do not know what is conscious at all. You tell me?
Yes, Appaji. Now I stuck one. How to define the purpose of life? How to define the purpose of life? How to define what consciousness is?
The purpose of life is to be blissful. Sat Chit Ananda. Sat Chit Ananda. That is made it very clear. You should be blissful. Sat Chit Ananda. But we have to know what is bliss. It is not comfort. That is why I made it very clear. It is not comfort. It is not joy. It is the happiness. It is not the happiness. It is that is the ultimate. Then regarding conscious, it is not the time for me, because you cannot say what is conscious and how to do it. It cannot in a one class. Moreover, you should always remember, elevating the conscious cannot be done by yourself. Whatever may be your position, how much books you may read, how much meditation you do, you cannot elevate your conscious. Conscious can be elevated by a guru, and such guru who can elevate your conscious to the highest level, he is called a Sadguru. Sadguru is not a designation. One who teaches anything and everything, he is called a guru. But one who can elevate the conscious is called as the Sadguru. That is why our Upanishads, the Upanishad says, what do you mean by Upanishad? Upanishad is the basic, and it is the only thing which can tell all these things. Upanishad, the word Upanishad means you be seated with, along with the Guru. That's all. You be with Guru. He may teach you or he may not teach you. He may tell you something or he may not tell you. Be in the company of Guru. This is the real meaning of Upanishad, means you be in the company of the Guru. If you are be in the company of the Guru, then your conscious, he knows it. Without your knowledge, the conscious is gone. One who has got elevated conscious, they are not aware that their conscious have been elevated. You may go to Shirdi Sai Baba to take an example. He was not aware, even till death, that his conscious was elevated. If your real conscious has been really elevated, you will be not aware of that thing also. But whatever the thing says, it goes on happen. And even then also, he was not aware because it is happening by him. Because when he was at the higher conscious level, he do not know in the what happening in the. If somebody comes says many things, every day it happens. Appaji, what happened? I am 47 years, married about 25 years back. I had not got an issue, but I had gone IVF and all treatments, everything was failed, and it was doctor has completely certified that you will not get an issue at all. But because of the grace of you, I have been conceived and I am running 3 months, and the reports, scanning reports are doing well. Then what you can say? Then even if they say me, is it so? Appaji, it is only you. Is it so? Because whatever is done at the higher conscious, he himself will be not knowing. That is why it is with the Guru you can go to that conscious level. Totally, the real spirituality is to elevate the conscious. There are only 2 steps in the spirituality: elevate your conscious and make it divine. Elevate your conscious and make it divine. For that, peace of mind is required. That is why I took the first class, how to achieve the peace of mind. Because it's the whether you can speak on conscious, etc. We are having only one instrument with us. That is the mind. We have to train it and take it to the next step of conscious level. We think I have taken much of your time. ಪಾತ್ ಪೂಜೆ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಲೇಟಸ್ ಏನು ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ಮಾಡಿ, ಈಗಲೇ ಮಾಡು. ಲೈವ್ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲೇ.
If you don't mind.
Just a minute, just a minute.
Mama.
लक्ष्मी पद्मालया पद्मा कमला श्री हरिप्रिया इंदिरा लोकमाता रमा देवता नमोस्तु नालीकनिभाननायै नमोस्तु दुग्धोदधिजन्मभूम्यै नमोस्तु सोमामृतसोदरायै नमोस्तु नारायणवल्लभायै नमोस्तु देव्यै भृगुनन्दनायै नमोस्तु विष्णु नमोस्तु दामोदर लक्ष्मी पद्मालया पद्मा कमला श्री हरिप्रिया इंदिरा लोकमाता मा रमा देवता नमोस्तु नालीकनिभाननायै नमोस्तु दुग्धोदधिजन्मभूम्यै
ಇದು ಕಾರ್ತಿಕ್ಕಿದೆಯಾ ಆರ್ತಿ ಸಾಂಗ್
ಭಾಗ್ಯದ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ಬಾರಮ್ಮ ಭಾಗ್ಯದ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ಬಾರಮ್ಮ ನಮ್ಮಮ್ಮನಿ ಸೌಭಾಗ್ಯದ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ಬಾರಮ್ಮ ನಮ್ಮಮ್ಮನಿ ಸೌಭಾಗ್ಯದ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ಬಾರಮ್ಮ ನಮ್ಮಮ್ಮನಿ ಸೌಭಾಗ್ಯದ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ಬಾರಮ್ಮ ಹೆಜ್ಜೆಯ ಮೇಲೊಂದು ಹೆಜ್ಜೆಯ ನಿಕ್ಕುತ ಗೆಜ್ಜೆ ಕಾಲಿನ ನಾದವ ತೋರುತ್ತ ಹೆಜ್ಜೆಯ ಮೇಲೊಂದು ಹೆಜ್ಜೆಯ ನಿಕ್ಕುತ ಗೆಜ್ಜೆ ಕಾಲಿನ ನಾದವ ತೋರುತ್ತ ಸಜ್ಜನ ಸಾರು ಪೂಜೆಯ ವೇಳೆಗೆ ಮಜ್ಜಿಗೆಯೊಳಗಿನ ಬೆಣ್ಣೆಯಂತೆ ಸಜ್ಜನ ಸಾರು ಪೂಜೆಯ ವೇಳೆಗೆ ಮಜ್ಜಿಗೆಯೊಳಗಿನ ಬೆಣ್ಣೆಯಂತೆ ಭಾಗ್ಯದ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ಬಾರಮ್ಮ ನಮ್ಮಮ್ಮನಿ ಸೌಭಾಗ್ಯದ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ಬಾರಮ್ಮ
You're so urgent.
ಸಿದ್ಧಿಯ ತೋರಿ ದಿನಕರ ಶ್ರೀಯ ಕರೆಯುತ್ತಬಾರಿ ಮನಕೆ ಮನ್ಯ ಸಿದ್ಧಿಯ ತೋರಿ ದಿನಕರ ಕೋಟಿ ತೇಜದಿ ಹೊಳೆಯುವ ಜನಕರಾಯನ ಕುಮಾರಿ ಬೇಗ ಭಾಗ್ಯದ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ಹೊಳೆಯುವ ಜನಕರಾಯನ ಕುಮಾರಿ ಬೇಗ ದಿನಕರ ಕೋಟಿ ತೇಜದಿ ಹೊಳೆಯುವ ಜನಕರಾಯನ
Married, huh? ಇದೆಯಪ್ಪ ಮಂಗಳ ದ್ರವ್ಯ I have told you many things. You just, this is Indian currency, 20 rupees note. You keep it with you whenever you go outside. Whatever you wish, it will happen. Then you believe God. It is really a test. For test only I have given to lakhs of people. Lakhs of people. You just keep it with you always when you go outside. It will serve two purposes. You have a test. Bye. Mysore. I am also from Mysore.
You come this
Actually, I am now in Mysore only. Appaji college, very new college. ಹೌದಾ? You just keep it with you always.
This is for she'll start university.
20. You just have an experiment, divine experiment. Come.
Photos is not there. Photo.
ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಊಟ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿ there is food at home. So please wait.
Just
Yeah?
5 minutes.
Just 5 minutes until Papa finishes blessing everyone.
Live ಇದು. Give Appaji's photo. It's there. It's there. See? Wait, please. Wait.
No, it is only fixed like this. You come here. Along with that currency, you have this also. Always.
People are mixed.
I was searching for this actually.
It was mixed because
ಹೌದಾ? ಎಷ್ಟು ವಯಸ್ಸಿಗೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ? ಬಸ್ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟೆಡ್ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್
ನಾನು ಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿಸ್ಟ್ IBS ಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿಸ್ಟ್
ಏನು ಇವರು ಈಗ ಒಂದು ಲೆವೆಲ್ಲು ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಅಲ್ಲ, if you give a cup and ask him to go and put it in the sink, only ಸ್ಪೀಚ್ ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ವಾ? ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಮಟ್ಟಿಗಿದೆ. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಪೀಚ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಏನಲ್ಲ. ನಿನ್ನ ಹೆಸರೇನು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ? ಅಷ್ಟು ಇದೆಯಾ ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸ್? Just look at my eye. ಹೆಸರೇನು? Look at me. Look at me.
Hey.
It is completed, na? Switch it record.
It is here. Yes.
You keep it this below this pillow. Paper is there. This also you keep below the pillow. Both. ಹರಿದ್ರಾಮೃತ ಕೊಡು. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಬೇಕು. For 10 days, you do something, a pinch. While you go to before ಕನ್ನಡ ಬರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ರಾತ್ರಿ ಮಲಗಕ್ಕೆ ಮುಂಚೆ ಇದನ್ನು 10 ದಿನ ಕೊಡೋದು. ಚಿಟಿಕೆ ಕಾಲೋಟ ಹಾಲಲ್ಲಿ ನೀರಲ್ಲಿ 5 days ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಮತ್ತೆ 5 days ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಮತ್ತೆ within 1 year you there will be such a wonderful because he has completed 10 months.
If you
ಪುಸ್ತಕ ಕೊಡು.
Appa, if they want more Harindramrita, let them contact. You just WhatsApp me. Nalini, right? Oh, Namrata.
Second one you are going? Not interested. That does not. Why you? He will be again alright. Then you cannot think. Another within 1 year you will be very much. I feel you can go.
Photo. Shrijal, photo.
What ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೆ? ದುಡ್ಡು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ. ಇದು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಅವನಿಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ. ನಿನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ಹೇಳಿ.
ಸ್ವರೂಪ್ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಮೂಲತಃ ತುಮಕೂರಿಂದ ಈಗ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಪ್ಪ ಅಮ್ಮ. ನಾನಿಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ಅಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದು 9 ವರ್ಷ ಆಯಿತು. ಸ್ವರ್ಣಮ್ಮ ಅಂತ ನನ್ನ ತಾಯಿ, ಶಿವಮೂರ್ತಿ ಅಂತ ನನ್ನ ತಂದೆ. ಶ್ವೇತಾ ಅಂತ ನನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು. ಮಗನ ಹೆಸರು ಗುಣಮಂತ ಅಂತ.
ಸ್ವರೂಪ. Just 1 minute. Let us have a pray, then you can have. Om
अमृतहस्ताय विद्महे महाशक्तिनेत्राय धीमहि तन्नो अप्पाजि प्रचोदयात्। ॐ सुवर्णवृष्टिं कुरु मे गृहे श्रीः सुधान्यवृद्धिं कुरु मे गृहे श्रीः कल्याणवृद्धिं कुरु मे गृहे श्रीः विभूतिवृद्धिं कुरु मे गृहे श्रीः सुवर्णवृष्टिं कुरु मे गृहे श्रीः सुधान्यवृद्धिं कुरु मे गृहे श्रीः कल्याणवृद्धिं कुरु मे गृहे श्रीः विभूतिवृद्धिं कुरु मे गृहे श्रीः। अम्मा सुवर्णवृष्टिं कुरु मे गृहे श्रीः सुधान्यवृद्धिं कुरु मे गृहे श्रीः कल्याणवृद्धिं कुरु मे गृहे श्रीः विभूतिवृद्धिं कुरु मे गृहे श्रीः। लोका समस्ता सुखिनो भवन्तु लोका समस्ता सुखिनो भवन्तु लोका समस्ता सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त सन्मङ्गलानि भवन्तु।
ओम शांति शांति शांति।